Hey friends, we're Phil and Alex. After living in the city our whole lives, we fixed up and lived in an RV driving across America with our daughters and are now establishing a much slower, more sustainable life in a rural part of the country. But there's a twist. We're pregnant after 8 years of infertility and are expecting our third child to join us any day now. But she has the same heart defects as me. Join us as we settle down, plant our very first garden, raise a flock of chickens, and bring home a newborn into the world during a global pandemic. They're kicking me out. Said I'm only allowed to drop her off even though Alex has admitted, so ridiculous. I get rules, but this hurts families a lot more than it helps families. So
You did. Oh. So what I do, just call you? Do you have your phone?
I do.
Yeah.
Me too.
Hi, Smiley. Hi. So Philip came in, and because we were inpatient, we were under the impression that we could both be here. But someone came and let us know that Philip had to leave, and I cried. We are getting our time together tomorrow. It'll be easier for Philip to run over and spend time with her while I do all the discharge teaching and all that kind of stuff. So we're trying to share. Sorry, they were resetting her pump, so the lovely alarms. I am thankful. There we go. I am thankful that I understand the alarms. The biggest, loudest one is the temperature probe alarm, and it doesn't scare me when it goes off, and neither does any of the other ones. If the monitor goes off, I can look up and know exactly what it is, or notice that it's a different room and it's not even her. So I do have advantages of being NICU. I am trying to be the nice mom and not the patient with the mom that thinks she is a know-it-all. So I'm just, you know, going along with everything. I don't feel like I need to, like, moving her out of bed, like, yes, please, like, bring her to me just like you would bring to any mom. We now have a central line in her belly button, which means that it's like an IV, but it goes in really far, so they can give her all of her fluids and everything. It stays in place, it doesn't fall out. And then she has a couple IVs, so she has one in her head and one in her hand. So this is one that's in her head, and it's just a little catheter that sits in there. You put it in with a needle and you take the needle out, and it's just a catheter that sits in. And it doesn't look like they even had to shave her head. If she did have Philip's hair, they would have had to shave it to be able to see her veins. She's been kind of a harder stick. She's gotten stuck a lot. They had to send a lot of labs, so she's gotten stuck a lot, but it's been nice not being here when she's getting poked. Just my mommy heart. But at the same time, the NICU side of me says, no, absolutely, you need to give her a poke. It's okay, she's crying. She'll be okay. She'll get a pacifier. She'll be fine. Give her little sweeties and make her feel a little more comfortable. Little sucrose that they give them. Let's see. I'm gonna film all this so I can remember. I'll show your other IV. She's had other ones, but she has one right here in her hand. But she's doing so good. She started eating. This afternoon she had 5 mLs of colostrum. Later this evening we gave her maybe 3 mLs more. Now I'm gonna have to figure out this pumping routine, and you guys have been amazing over on Instagram. I've been asking a lot of pump questions and which ones you guys like, and you guys have been awesome sharing your opinions. Well, it's getting later, so I think Philip's going to grab some food and then take me back to the room. This is hard because I know that leaving the hospital's coming soon, and I just wish Philip and I could be here together. But tomorrow we'll figure out with the social worker the plan to be able to stay somewhere near. My midwife encouraged me to go home and recuperate a little bit, even just to go home and take a night in my own bed and just reset and all of that. But she's just so cute and comfy. Can someone tell Philip to hurry up? Okay, so we just got, oh, good morning, it's the next day. We just got the phone call saying that Cassidy got approved to nurse, so I don't have to pump first. So I was just about to pump, so I'm gonna go over there and nurse her instead, which is amazing and a miracle. And I'm dreading the rest of the day, which is figuring out we're probably gonna go home. And I was crying yesterday talking about it, so I'm trying not to think about it, because that's like, I think the hardest, it's not the hardest day in the NICU, but it's one of the top hard days of leaving and realizing you're not going home. You know, we'll talk about it later. So we're gonna go nurse and do something happy first and get updated by cardiology. She had an echo today. Hopefully that means something good if they're allowing her to nurse, because if it was getting worse, I would assume they would say no. But I'm like shaking, and he is so exhausted. He does not have the mommy hormones that are making him.
You are amazing.
He was hyped up last night when I was tired. Here's coffee.
Totally.
Here, I ordered this on my tray for you.
You're so sacrificial. Can I just take a minute? Slower.
No, come on.
She's so high. She wants to give her boob to the baby.
Stop saying boob on the internet.
Did I lie?
Oh, my back hurts.
Did I lie?
No, but I have to sit. Oh. The first day, I felt amazing. And then the next 2 days, I've just felt like I've gotten hit with a ton of bricks.
5:37.
So 48 hours ago plus 6 hours. So we're on to day 3. So day 3 for me, I feel very much hit like a ton of bricks, in the sense my back, my whole back, I bet you I was flexing my muscles for the 5 days of labor every 2 to 15 minutes. I'm assuming. I was trying to relax, I thought I was, but even still, my back is just, that's where the pain is. So I'm not really taking the ibuprofen as much for my cramping happens, so that's good to stay on top of your ibuprofen. But my back, like...
Did Dr. Hatch respond to you?
Yeah, she said she's perfect. How's everything? And we're renting a hospital grade pump because we will be home, and we're gonna try to make all the milk and bring her all the milk. But if I can nurse, this can be a game changer of where we're gonna go or where we're gonna stay. Time to go talk to the social worker, the cardiologist, the NICU team. Even though we're technically discharged, we're gonna come back for this room in a minute.
Alex, I have an idea. Go home. Don't take your baby with you and get your stuff out of the room.
So they said, well, we need to get our stuff out. I mean, not in a mean way. They were just like, well, like, let's get your stuff and let's take your stuff with you. I'm like, to the NICU? But they said they had a room, so we can move all of our stuff to a room here and then wheelchair over to the NICU. It's just gonna take a few extra minutes because we packed as though we were never leaving. And if I'm gonna breastfeed, we might not ever leave. But we're kind of ready to see the girls too. This is the hard part.
You could see. Don't you know that